Welcome to Broadview Stadium in Buffalo. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Missouri State Bears and the Buffalo Bulls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Missouri State head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Bears kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
To throw, it's right. Bring in the heat, and they got it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And fourth down and short nowadays, man, it means green light. Keep your foot on the gas, stay aggressive. They opt to go for it, forget the field goal. Nice job by the quarterback, getting rid of the football, making sure you have enough to get the first down, now set up in a great situation with a first and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Firing to the right, complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri State.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Mathis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Wright. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Missouri State! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Makes the grab in their space. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 45 on his way. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the 1st. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
To the air, it's right. And he makes the grab for the deuce. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. He now has 63 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They'll give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Bulls want to move quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Bulls! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running inside. It's Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to Joyner. Might have a chance. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Trying the run, it's Joyner. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's Joyner. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
On the direct snap, it's Davis. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They march 78 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive.
There's a crease. Inside the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown Bulls. Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Joyner. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different...
Breaks free. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bears. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Buffalo offense headed back to the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Slides away. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Back to throw, it's right. Here's a heat. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the two.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man on the right. Inside the 40. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff to Joyner. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Joyner. Got it inside the 15. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. DB's right up on the receivers. Defense not showing press coverage. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Navy Midshipmen taking on the number 10 team, the Colorado State Rams. And it's the Midshipmen Looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country. Games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. Racing to the right. The 10. Touchdown Bears! And the route is on. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Buffalo has it back, but see what the Bulls offense can do. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Picked off, a turnover in their own end.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Here's a give to Joyner. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
22.
Pulls it on the option. Runs through a tackle. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's right. Setting up the screen. There he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
On the run, it's Birch.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Here comes the heat. And the big deflection on third down forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's right. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Hand off to Joyner.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And some room to work. There's some room. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Hey, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The play action fake. Looking to buy time. Hit as he throws. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the right. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Here's a give to Joyner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick.
Maybe a crease. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to pass. It's right. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Birch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Bulls will hustle to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Makes a connection. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Bulls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He leaves it with his back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Blake. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Rush is on him. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Still looking on the move. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Dorsey. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Joyner running left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch right at the 50. There he goes, open it up. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The hand to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Jack, check. 36-92, love check. Retirement, Jet. Go, go.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. That's it. A sack to end it as they finish off this one in style. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams lose